Hey everybody, Pierre Marquette 1223 here with an update on the Dietz lantern collection. We'll start off here with my first ones here. You guys all know the traffic guard, and a lot of you have been wanting or have been trying to give me a wick so I can light the thing and get it operational so it can show it lit. Well, good news is I finally have a wick on the way. A wick is coming for the traffic guard, and as soon as that happens, I'll see if I can negotiate with my dad and getting a splash of well, not kerosene because it smells too bad, of lamp oil in there to get this thing lit. Show you what it looks like burning. Still haven't found out what the Property Metropolitan Sewer District means. I think, though, what they might be referring to, it possibly could be New York City. Because I've heard that they always use metropolitan for New York City, mainly. When they're referring to the metropolitan area, they usually refer to New York City, a lot of the times. This my most recent one is as you know, is the Jupiter, made in Poland. Still haven't been able to find out who made it or anything like that. But hey, it's still a good lantern. It could still work. I mean, it's got everything it needs to burn and whatnot. So, what the heck, you know? But I'll see if maybe I can light this one too, because it's in pretty good condition. The only thing I'm going to be weary of is the paint, because you can tell it's been a repaint, because when these things are bought, the cones are not supposed to be painted, nor the fuel caps, and nor are the bales or the handles. So that usually means it's been repainted. They just kept it on there, painted it, and loosened everything up, and they were done. But as long as the paint's not flammable and the lantern doesn't explode when the flame comes in contact with the cone, we should be fine. Next are the two hot blast lamps. The streamlined Monarch and the Victor. Now your eyes are not deceiving you, and there's no special effects. You are seeing two clear fits-all globes, because the Victor's is new, and I got them at least an hour ago from a local antique store, and I got it for $7, which was a steal. You cannot get it that cheap with combined shipping on eBay. At any time I've seen it go $9 combined, but not $7. The Monarch, as you know, is, well, the Monarch, streamlined, whatnot, still all original paint. Everybody knows that when this thing lifts up and down, that here, hang on. That when this thing lifts up and down, that it squeaks a little bit. Well, not really a little bit, but it squeaks. Like so. And it's kind of hard to move. Plus the cone kind of gets stuck every so often. You have to use a little muscle to move it. But if anybody knows what I should oil for both the cone and the lift, could you tell me? It would make it a lot easier on the lantern. Now, pay attention here. This fits-all globe says Dietz, fits-all, N.Y.USA, meaning New York, USA. Now this one says, hang on, my globe ain't right here. Dang. I'm gonna have trouble with that one. The globe lift top on the Victor secures very well, which is what I want, because I don't want this thing breaking just like the red one before. But this one here says Dietz, fits all, in bigger letters, New York, USA. Now I don't know if that's later or earlier. I'd want to say that this is an earlier version, but I don't know. I've never heard of it being different. The backs are a little different too. on these globes. Oh, that makes sense. There are two different models of fits all. Just realized just for me turning the globe around, they're two different models. This is an H2 lock knob received in USA. This one is an H8 lock knob received in USA. Oh wait, never mind. It doesn't say that. It says H8 lock knob, patented 3-10-14. So that means that this globe was patented on March 10th, 1914. Pretty old patent. But the globe is in very nice shape. No cracks, no chips, no nothing like that. Just a little rough around the edges where they took it out of the mold many, many years ago. In fact, you can actually tell it's a little different from the new one. You can tell that one there just has the normal edge. This one has a ringed edge, sort of like a glass, sort of like a drinking cup glass. So, yes, there is some differences to it. But if you can tell me which one is older, I'd be happy to know. But when I get some lamp oil, I'll fire these things up too. I know this one has been lit. I know the Monarch has been lit before because, one, when I got the thing, I went to wipe off the top with a white towel. The whole thing became black because there's soot still on the top of this, underneath. This one I have no idea because it's got some funny paint job. But when I was at the antique store and I saw another Victor identical to it, I think I might have a smaller tank on it. But it was painted the same way, not the same color, but it had the things right here where the metal sections are, where it's just like bright silver paint. So now I'm gonna surprise you here. Now you're gonna see this here is just the restored Little Wizard with the clear globe from my original Little Wizard, which got sent to the scrapper. I actually thrown it away, but it's just I thought I'd drug ties it. But it got scrapped and kept the clear globes. I know I'd want it, and that's it. Now I'm gonna surprise you here. You better be ready, because when I was at the antique store, I didn't just get one globe. You all know that I already have the red globe here already. I just cleaned him up because he had a lot of fingerprints on it, and the fingerprints show up well on the red globe. Now here's a surprise. In fact, you know what? I'll do this. I'll close the shutter for a couple seconds. Okay. One more second here. And here you are. You are currently seeing four globes here. All four are Little Wizards. You have the clear globe, clear Little Wizard. You have the red Little Wizard. And these two are new. You have a amber or orange Little Wizard. And a blue-green Little Wizard. It shows up green here, but it's actually blue. Well, actually, now when I come to think of it, I'm actually going to declare this green. And I'm going to say, because the blue ones are actually a lot bluer than this. So, but now I have actually 4 globes for this thing. And I just got those along with the new fits-all for the Victor. But I'm not seeing how these ones look in here yet. So, let's find out. I thought I'd be here. I thought I'd be videotaping at the same time show. You already know what the red globe looks like, but since I haven't had it in there for a while, what the hey. Don't be surprised if I break this, because this globe lift just comes right out. Oh. Come on, be careful. Careful. I'm going to have to do something to clamp that up there. I just about broke this thing before. I just about broke that globe before I made this. Popped out and it hit the table. I'm lucky it didn't break. Here, I'll pop the red globe in first, since you haven't seen that in a while. Nor have I. The red globe was the original globe to come with this one when I got it. A couple months back. This is hard, what I'm doing here. Well, here, let me do that. That works. That works. Alright, lower it down gently. Now there's what it looks like with the red globe. Take a long, good look at it. Here's where it's going to get fun. Careful. Out goes the red globe. Now, I'll put it in the blue-green globe. Not too bad. It kind of camouflages in with the paint, though. It's not bad, though. The globe, this globe is actually in very good condition. The lettering is done real well. Has very small lock knobs, just like the red globe. It does have one little chip on the very top of the top or the bottom, but it has one very small chip on one of the edges. But you can't even see it. So that doesn't really affect the globe in any way. Careful. Alright, pop that out. Now for the real one. I've been anxious to see how this one looks. Here's the amber globe. Okay, now I have to say this, but that is cool looking. Who never thought that gray and orange looked so good together? It does. This globe is also perfect. It has no chips. It does, though, however, have a very noticeable air bubble right there in the line that circles, right there in the emblem in Dietz. It gets a little bit into the Z and it encompasses the circle in the line there. I'm also going to show you this. Now, it says lock knob back here, if you can see that. But if you notice, I moved the camera, there's some squiggles right underneath it. Now, it's not an error. Now, this globe is not an error, but if I turn around like one of these, for example, it says lock knob received in USA on that one, actually. Never mind. That one, this one here is actually what is on the back. Lock knob patented 12/4/23, means it was patented in December 4th, 1923. So it's actually coming upon like its 77th anniversary. But what happened? Apparently, the mold didn't do too well in this globe, as the lock knob is very faint, but it says patented 12/4/23, but you can hardly read it. I mean, hardly. The only really word that you can read is patent, and that's about it. So, but otherwise, there's some rare finds. So, I'm gonna call the globe green now, but I'll look for a globe that is even more bluer than that, and I'll let you know. But just a real quick thing though, this is just for good grades, this reward was. But when I get my report card in January, these good grades just for progress report, when I get my real report card in January, my dad will let me get a high dollar lantern, and I will let you know that it's going to be most likely a King Fire Department Hot Blast lantern. Most likely. But if it's not, then it'll be something else, and I have no idea. But anyway, I'll also be on the hunt out for some blue globes, and I'll let you know when that traffic guard wick gets in here. And if I get any new ones in the time being. But this has been a Dietz Lantern update. 12/23. out.